Hello everyone, and I am in Brighton Station. So today I'm going from here to the lovely East Sussex town of Rye. So you might be thinking, that's not very interesting from a train perspective. It's a nice place, but not much there, is there? Well, I noticed there was something interesting when I went to buy my ticket. Cut to VO. So, when you go to a ticket machine and buy a ticket to Rye, you'll notice that the ticket is valid via Edenbridge or Polegate. Now, Polegate makes sense, as this is between Lewes and Eastbourne, so if you're changing trains at Eastbourne or Hastings or Orr, then that's valid. But Edenbridge is all the way up in Kent, so I'm not sure why you would choose to take that route, given that it takes longer, has a lot more changes, and is generally less intuitive. I believe that this exemption was included so that people wouldn't try to be clever, get Thameslink to St Pancras, and then get Southeastern High Speed to get to Ashford and then Southern to Rye. However, I'm not sure why the ticket doesn't just say not valid via London. Still, I'm going to go check out this route now, so let's go. So, my first step is to get Thameslink to Gatwick Airport. Let's go. As we shuttle along towards Gatwick Airport, I think I should explain the plan a bit more. So, I change at Gatwick Airport for the GWR service to Red Hill, hopefully, if I make it. I've got a bit of a tight connection. Then after that, I get Southern to Tonbridge via Edenbridge, that will cover that. Then I get Southeastern to Ashford International, and then Southern from Ashford International to Rye. Just leaving Haywards Heath, and my favourite stretch of track in southern England is about to come up, the Ouse Valley Viaduct. Gatwick Airport, I can then get to Red Hill. So I am at a very busy Gatwick Airport station. Luckily, I'm just getting off that train that everyone's getting on to. And now, I just cross the platform and wait for my train here at platform 1. Oh boy, 165. Like I've only got that for one stop. This is a Great Western Railway service to Reading. So, lovely Red Hill. I've got a little bit of a wait here for my train to Tonbridge, which is the bit that actually gets me via Edenbridge. So, I'll probably see you then. We interrupt this regularly scheduled broadcast to, for the first time, thank our patrons and channel members, those being Jack Wingate, Manic, and Nick Badley. There's no pressure to sign up, however, if you do feel generous and want to support the channel, then there should be a Patreon link in the description, and our YouTube membership should be available on our channel page. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, Red Hill. As I walk down Red Hill's platform 0, one of the few in the country, I want to ask, why is it that GWR gets to run Reading to Gatwick Airport? Like, why did they get that franchise? I don't know. Does anyone know? Why isn't it like Southern or something? That's my train pulling in. Don't worry, it won't be leaving for a while. You know what time it is? It's time to get a random train to Tonbridge. We've got a very quiet train here to Tonbridge today. There's just one other person in the carriage today. Our next station is Edenbridge. I did consider getting out there to do a piece to camera, but I don't fancy waiting an hour to do one piece to camera, so I'm doing it now. Obviously the ticket is via Edenbridge, so that is where I'm going. So I have now made it to Tonbridge. I'm now waiting for the train to Ramsgate, and I'm going to be getting out at Ashford Sometimes International to change to the Southern service that will finally get me to Rye. The bane of my existence. One thing to note is that if you're doing this journey at home from Brighton to Rye, and you're changing here, you can get a train that goes to Hastings via Battle. However, today, when I'm going, there's a rail replacement bus, so yeah, I have to go via Ashford. Here we are on an ex-Southern 377 going to Ramsgate, but I'm going to be going out at Ashford Sometimes International. I love that they haven't even updated the seat maquette. It's still Southern, but no, this is the Southeastern train. The outside shows this is the Southeastern train, but yeah, it's still green. Great if you like Kent countryside. Ashford International, my final changeover before I can finally get the Southern service to Rye. You know, it's a bit of a shame that Ashford and Ebbsfleet International aren't really international anymore. Obviously Stratford International never was, but these used to have Eurostar trains, but now the Eurostar platforms are just abandoned. And it's really annoying if you live in Kent and you've got to commute into London to get to St Pancras to get to Paris, whereas before you could just get on here. Does anyone know why they stopped doing it, besides just making it faster? I'm sorry, I can't avoid mentioning a station called Ham Street. Just made it to Appledore, one station left. How have I only just noticed this? The trains on this end of the 171, possibly the other end too, I haven't checked. They're facing into the train. Ah, that's odd. You don't normally see that. At least on National Rail.
We are now approaching Rye.
That's the train I just got off. And that's the other train going the other way back towards Ashford. This is a quite interesting platform layout, but okay. So I have made it to Rye from Brighton the long way round. If you're curious, this journey took me about 4.5 hours to complete. Now, I'm going to spend the rest of my afternoon in Rye, and then I'm going home the normal way. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. So, the video's over. However, I think there's an epilogue that I think you guys will find funny. So, I spent the rest of my afternoon in Rye, having a look around, going to see all the tourist stuff, whatever. But when I went back to the train station, I discovered that all the trains to Eastbourne were cancelled due to a points failure. So, they sent a train for us to get me and a bunch of confused southern passengers to Ashford, and hilariously, I had to go the same route that I just documented in this video back home. Also, shout out to Charlie who works for GTR. Southern, if you're watching this, give him a pay rise.